Hi there! As you can see, I got two new dolls from the series Color Reveal Barbie Rainbow Groovy. I already opened up one of the dolls, which had simply another code badge, and it was the Asian girl. And I was specifically looking for the summer face mode, which is number 4 of the dolls. The first doll I got from the other video was from Amazon, and these two I found in a store. Originally, I only wanted doll number 4 this summer, but after reading some of your comments, I decided to go back to the store and search for the ones that I'm definitely missing, but there were only the same dolls, no restock. When I went there the first time, there was only one summer left and all the rest of the case was Millie and the second one, the Asian girl that I already have. And on the second and third trip, no changes, only Millie and the Asian girl are left. Sadly, there's no Billy or the third girl, but at least we do have now the Millie face and the summer. So let's open up the first girl, and this one will be the Millie one. Here's her number with 2683HF. Here's also the number for the summer girl. Her number is 2713HF. In the last video I already talked about the way how to find the right doll, but in case you are still unsure, here you get the cheat sheet for this code badge, in case you're on the hunt for a specific doll. Of course, we get this pamphlet with all 4 girls on it, and as I already said, this time we will get the Millie on the left and the other 2 will have the summer, the 4th girl. I don't know. I like the fact that there is a perforated line you can tear off easily, but there's nothing. It has absolutely no function. You cannot open the back with it, so no clue why it is there. And here we have Millie. I have to say, it is a very pretty doll. I'm still not in love with the resin printing, but I also have to say, on these color reveal, the printing is still for me, in an acceptable way. It is a bit pixelated, it is also a little bit shiny, but it is not so extreme like on nearly all of the new Fashionista and on other dolls. There are no lines or something like that. It is still a pretty face. Every facial feature is on the position that it should be on. The only issue is that some color of her lipstick got smeared between her nose and her lip, but it is not intense. And because it's a very light color, you do not really see it on first glance. Her first accessory is the skirt. It is mainly blue colored with some butterflies on it. It's a very cute little skirt. Next we get this pretty big blue brush. With this series we also get some earrings for each doll. Matching to her skirt, she also gets some butterfly earrings, also in blue. The last accessories are her shoes. I have to say I have never seen this model before. Fun fact, this shoe model even has a left and a right side, and I'm not quite sure if I really like it or if I do not like it, but it is an interesting item. So now it's time for the other girl. And I'm very sorry for the returning cat hair. I don't know, but lately my cats are shedding like crazy. Of course, again the pamphlet, and as I said, this time this will be the summer doll. On the back you can see that these dolls do not have a big color changing gimmick. It's only on their swimsuits, which will have a little color change with cold water. I noticed that there is a code on the piece that you can simply tear off, so I guess this is for the ones who pack all things together, maybe to see which doll will be included in which tube, but I don't know, I could be wrong. For us as customer it makes not much sense because we cannot look inside of the tube, and maybe it should be teared off before we get it. I'm sure it's not important, but I'm still a little bit curious about it. And in fact we do get the summer with this tube, or hashtag number 4. She also has a pretty good screening, of course still resin printed, but no total wonk eye. One of her eyes is slightly bigger than the other one, but for a reveal doll I have to say they are quite good. The first thing I grabbed is her brush. This time it's an orange one. Next are her earrings. They are completely orange and I wish that they would have some painted on details. Next are her shoes. These are a little bit darker in color than the rest. Also a shoe model that I have not seen before, not that I can remember. But this one I definitely like, it's a very cool model I think. But here left and right are exactly the same shoes. Last item are the shorts, and she's the only girl in the series that has some shorts and no skirt. The shorts are really cute. I definitely like these the best. it's time for their color reveal part. I was a little bit surprised that the paint on the Millie is a bit dirty and also a little bit cracked. No biggie for me as a doll collector, but I think a child might be a little bit sad about it. The other girl has no problem, no schmutz or big cracks in the paint, everything is fine. This was the first time that I touched her hair completely, and I was a bit surprised by that, but we will talk about it after they get their color reveal. For this series, the reveal, or better said, the watercoloring aspect is a little bit lame, I would say. In the beginning there's some cute white clouds or something like that, but the color is more or less only white with a slight hint of pink in it, and there's also not a lot of glitter or anything that's pearlescent, so it's simply white paint, I would say. And regardless how long you leave the dolls inside of the tubes, you never get rid of all the paint. I washed them again off camera and I still do have some paint residues, but I think it's not so important. You can see the bathing suits pretty well, I think. Millie is wearing a painted on blue bathing suit with a butterfly and some flowers on it. Her hair is completely saran, the blonde part and also the blue part. It is a bit thinly rooted, but overall the length is very good and it's nice to see that hair quality on a more or less lower price doll. Now we have girl number 4, the one with the summer face mall from 2011. She is wearing a painted on bathing suit in orange with a rainbow, hearts and stars on it. Her hair is a little bit different and that surprises me quite a bit, I have to say. The main hair, the orangey brown one, is saran, but the two colored streaks are not. I'm not quite sure what they are. I'm very sure that the lighter orange colored one is poly, 100% it is polypropylene. I'm not quite sure about the blue streak. It might be nylon, it might be poly. The thing is, it is not as dry as the other one. It does also not bounce that extreme. It is definitely not saran, but it might be nylon. So there are 3 types of hair on this doll. I really do not get why. The color reveal I opened up in the first video of this series had saran hair, the black hair, also the pink streaks. Here the Millie got saran hair, the blonde hair, the blue streaks. But this girl only gets saran for her main hair, and to me it looks like she has nylon on one side and poly on the other. What a great combination. When you watched my videos before, you know my dolls always need bodies with more articulation. Girl number 4 does not have a perfect match, but at least a near one when it comes to made to move bodies. On the right side we do have the green tie-dye pants, and on the left side we do have the teal top yoga made to move, or dark blue top, as you like. As matched you get away with both colors. On the screen I think the teal top would be a better match, but in person I think that the green tie-dye matched better, so she will get this body. For Millie I got 3 different shades of new neutral, if you would say so, but there's also not a perfect match for this girl, but a very close one, which is already the one you can see here at the fashionista in the wheelchair from 2022. The color reveal Millie does have a slightly more yellow undertone, but it is really only very slightly. Next is the pink top made to move, and as you can see she has some staining on her hip. That's because of her black yoga pants, and I have never seen a doll before that was stained because of the yoga pants, so I guess they changed the material. Anyway, the tone is a little bit darker and too dark for the color reveal. The last girl is the volleyball player. She does have the same skin color as the pink tie-dye pants. The only difference is that she is a tall body and the pink tie-dye is just the normal standard. So for her, the fashionista is the best match. Here you can see the 2 color reveal dolls with everything they got. And of course I will also show you the color changing effect with cold water. I simply use a wet piece of paper towel that I have put into the fridge for a few minutes, and as you can see some of the details are getting orange. On the Millie doll And on the summer doll, the color changing details are getting blue. I was not completely happy about the symmetrical streak that Millie has, so I decided to give her some braids. The two on the left, or on her right side, I already have done off camera, but I thought maybe you would like to see it on camera how to do it, and I decided to do the other side on camera. First, I separated the blue hair from the blonde hair, and it was not as simple as I thought it would be. After that, I just divided the blue streak and got 2 streaks of blonde hair for each part of the blue streak. For this, I used a toothpick that I had sanded down the tip a bit. I secured the braid with a little piece of thread and even a little bit of hairspray. I always do it like that because hairspray does not leave any residue. I just sprayed a little bit on my finger and then tipped it on the thread and the hair. Now that I have all the 4 braids, I just tie them in the bag together with the streak of the blonde hair. I simply like her better that way. Here we do have all the 3 girls so far together on their new bodies. I even gave them the earrings. I'm not a fan of them, still not, even though I painted on them. Nothing special, just a little bit of black Sharpie to see the details better. But I think these 3 girls will get makeovers in the very near future. Finally, we are at the end of the video. I hope you got some information and I hope you had some fun. I thank you so much for your time. Have a great day. Bye!